Let's take you to Tshwane now, where the council's failure to pass a budget on Friday has halted service delivery in the city. Pule Letshwiti-Jones is tracking the story for us and talks to multi-party coalitions about this impasse. He also is chatting to residents about the lack of services in the city. He joins us now from Pretoria to discuss this further. Very good morning to you, Pule Letshwiti-Jones. A myriad of issues that many important municipalities in the country are facing at the moment, the big one being service delivery because of a lack of leadership. We've seen this in Ekurhuleni, we've seen this in the city of Joburg, and Tshwane has not been left out of this mess or chaos, if you will. What are the pressing issues that people are experiencing as they wait for the budget vote to come through?
Yeah, well, definitely. In fact, Gauteng municipalities have been under fire. We saw this in the West Rand as well, where the mayor was ousted recently, and in Mogale City, where that council has collapsed about 4 times and still has failed to pass the adjustment budget. In the city of Tshwane now, we know that this is the 3rd consecutive time where council has not passed the adjustment budget. We saw that a scathing statement from the provincial government, which of course Cocta, to be much more precise, saying that they were quite disappointed because at the center of this, who people being affected would be the residents, of course, because if you can't pass the adjustment budget, it merely says that you cannot pay service providers, amongst others, and therefore services will be halted. So you would know that in the city of Tshwane, it has been experiencing quite a lot of challenges in regards to the political squabbling, and of course the mayor, who was said to have a fraud documents and not declared his insolvency certificate, currently also appearing before the courts as well. So it has been quite difficult in the capital city. And we're just waiting now to see what will be the next step from Cocta, because what this essentially means is that the city could be placed under administration.
Yes, and of course you've been speaking to the coalition and various other stakeholders, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, and I'm wondering if they've given you some kind of time frame or certainty as to when this impasse will be sorted out, because we know, for example, in Pretoria East at the moment there are issues of electricity and also now no water there as well. And of course, if service providers cannot be paid, residents are going to continue to live in darkness and without water.
Yeah, definitely. There are issues of electricity in the eastern parts of Pretoria. Just during the week, we know about the pylons that were vandalized and therefore causing, power outages in a lot of areas in the east of Pretoria. But also, there's been issues of water in the capital city as well. We are seeing the statements being released by the city of Tshwane, and of course waste being collected has also been quite an issue which council has been trying to raise. So all of these challenges of course speak to service delivery issues, and therefore the city would have had to have passed the adjustment budget so some of these matters can be resolved. So without the budget being passed, it essentially means that service delivery comes to a standstill here. And these are issues the city, or the mayor rather, Celia Brink, said that they were trying to address. And we will be getting comment from the multi-party coalition in the next hour or so. We're also all going to be speaking to Cocta in terms of what's the way forward, and residents of the city as well who have been affected by this service delivery at large.